Hello students, topic for today's lecture is money laundering. What do you mean by the term money laundering? Money laundering is the illegal process of making large amounts of money generated by a criminal activity such as drug trafficking or terrorist funding. It appears to have come from a legitimate source. The money from the criminal activity is considered to be dirty and the process launders it make it to look a clean money. Money laundering is a serious financial crime that is employed by white collar and street level criminals alike. Most financial companies have anti money laundering, that is AML, policies in place to detect and prevent this activity. Money laundering is the illegal process of concealing the origins of the money obtained illegally by passing it through a complex sequence of bank transfers or commercial transactions. The overall scheme of this process returns the clean money to the launderer in an obscure and indirect way. Now, how is the offense of the money laundering committed? Money laundering offenses have committed as there are two basic elements in this offense. First is the necessary act of laundering itself, that is, the provision of the financial services, and the second is a requisite degree of knowledge or suspicion that may be either subjective or objective relating to the source of the funds or the conduct of a client. The act of laundering is committed in circumstances where a person is engaged in an arrangement, that is by providing a service or product, and that arrangement involves the proceeds of crime. These arrangements include a wide variety of business relationships, for example banking, fiduciary and investment management. The requisite degree of knowledge or suspicion will depend upon the specific offense, but will usually be present where the person providing the arrangement, service, or product knows, suspects, or has reasonable grounds to suspect that the property involved in the arrangement represents the proceeds of the crime. In some cases, the offense may also be committed where a person knows or suspects that the person with whom he or she is dealing is engaged in or has benefited from the criminal conduct. Now, second is that are all crimes capable of predicating money laundering? Different jurisdictions define crime predicating the offense of money laundering in different ways. First is the differences in the degree of the severity of the crime, which is regarded as sufficient to predicate an offense of money laundering. For example, in some jurisdictions, it is defined as being any crime that would be punishable by 1 or by more years imprisonment. In other jurisdictions, the necessary punishment may be 3 or 5 years imprisonment. Second, the differences in the requirement for the crime to be recognized both in the country where it took place and by the laws of the jurisdiction where the laundering activity takes place, or simply a requirement for the conduct to be regarded as a crime in the country where laundering activity takes place, irrespective of how that conduct is treated in the country where it took place. Now, can fiscal offenses such as tax predicate money laundering? It is the tax evasion and the other fiscal offences are treated as predicate money laundering crimes in most of the world's most effectively regulated jurisdictions. Next heading is why is money laundering illegal? The objective of criminalization of money laundering is to take the profit out of the crime. The rationale for the creation of the offence is that it is wrong for the individuals and the organizations to assist criminals to benefit from the proceeds of their criminal activity or to facilitate the commission of such crimes by providing financial services to them. Now comes how is money laundered? The money is laundered as the process is very extensive. It is laundered whenever a person or a business deals in any way with another person benefit from crime. That can occur in a countless number of diversified ways. Traditionally, money laundering has been prescribed as a process which takes place in three distinct stages. First is the placement, That is the stage at which criminally derived funds are introduced in the financial system. Second is the layering, the substantive stage of the process in which the property is washed and its ownership in the source is disguised. And the third is integration, the final stage at which the laundered property is reintroduced into the legitimate economy. These three-stage definition of money laundering is highly simplistic. The reality is that so-called stages often overlap and in some cases, for example, in case of financial crime, there is no requirement for the proceeds of crime to be placed. Thank you.